Hey Wildcats, it's time for a Harry Potter craft with Miss Shadow. Let's get started. For today's craft, we're going to create fortune tellers, but they are of course going to be Harry Potter themed. So we are going to make ones that help you find out what your Patronus is. We first see the Patronus charm in Prisoner of Azkaban. It creates a glowing guardian animal that protects the person from Dementors. Each Patronus is individual to the person who casts it. It's a different animal for each person, so these fortune tellers will help us find what yours are. Started, you'll need a piece of paper and some scissors. I stained mine like the parchment paper from one of my earlier videos, but I need to make it a square, so I'm folding one edge up and then creasing it when it lines up with the side. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the other side, making a smaller triangle so it lines up with the edge on the left side. Once I have it pressed down, I'm going to use my scissors to cut off the extra rectangle above the triangle. This will make sure that our paper is a perfect square so that we can turn it into a fortune teller. Once it's all cut off, we can put it to the side and we're going to unfold our piece of paper. When it's unfolded, we are going to start refolding. So I'm taking one corner and matching it to the center of my paper. I can tell that it's the center because the X crosses right in the middle. And then I'm going to do the same for every corner so that it makes a smaller square shape. I like to use the back of my thumbnail to make a really nice crease so that my paper is folded and stays put. Now that we've done this step, we are going to take our paper and flip it over. We are basically doing the same thing on the other side, taking our corners in to touch the center of our paper. Go around and do the same to every corner until we have another smaller square. The creases in the paper can actually be helpful in these steps because we can line it up with the creases that are already there from previous steps. Once that's all done, we're just going to fold some creases into our fortune teller to make it easier to put on our fingers. So I'm going to fold down the middle so it makes a rectangle and then unfold and do the same the other way. This should make it easier to put our fingers in the slots on the back. There are some open squares that you put your pointer finger and your thumb into so you can open back and forth your fortune teller and see what you get. Now that we have the shape, we have to add on all of the details. So I'm going to flatten it back out into a square and show you a few ways that we can do this. I'm going to show you some images of what I wrote on mine, and you can copy them onto yours by pausing this video and writing it down. With the paper folded, on the side where your fingers go in, I put each of the 4 houses of Hogwarts. The other side, in all of the little triangles, I put each classes that you could take at Hogwarts. And with those sides opened up, I put in each of the little triangles a different animal that could be a Patronus. If you would rather open up your entire fortune teller and write in all of the creases, you can look at this image too. Just know that you're going to have to refold the whole thing. Now it's time to try it out. So I'm going to pick a house, and I put some numbers on here just so I didn't have to spell out the whole word. They're pretty long. So I picked Hufflepuff 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So now I'm going to pick from one of the classes that's inside this fold. I have Potions, Herbology, Transfiguration, and Divination. So I'm going to pick Herbology. So I'll do it 3 more times, moving back and forth. 1, 2, 3. And then I picked my class from these. I'm going to pick Flying, and when I open it up, underneath the Flying tab, I got a Phoenix as my Patronus. I hope you guys have fun and get to create your own.